Welcome back, friends, to my YouTube series, the TheIndianOptions.com. In this section, we are going to discuss the various basic strategies of trading. And the very first strategy is what we are going to discuss in this video. In this section, we are going to make around 6 different strategies. We are going to take 6 basic strategies, and we are going to present it in 6 different videos. So this is the first video out of that, and in this video we are going to talk about the call buy strategy. Okay. Now let's move on to the next slide. Now this slide is really very busy slide, as you can see, but I really want you to spend really lot of time in just looking at it first. Okay. Now first we are going to explain what is this call buy strategy, and also on the screen you will see that we have the option chain of the call side. And for this example, we have taken the strike price of 12,400, and the premium is 78 rupees and 45 paise for this strike price as of today. Okay, whenever I am making this video. Now, as you can see in the blue box there, I have said very clearly that the strike price, we also say it by SP, is equal to 12,400. Premium paid. In the call buy, what happens is you pay the premium. The call buyer pays the premium, and you are the king. We discussed this in the house example, where the house buyer was the king and he was the call buyer basically. And you are also, now this video speaks about the same concept. Now here you are paying the premium of 78 rupees 45, and your break-even point is like 12,400 plus your premium, that is 78.45, 78 rupees 45 paise. It makes like 12,478.45. Okay. Now what this call buy strategy is, in the layman terms, what you are basically saying is that at expiry, I think the market is going to go above 12,400. For this, I pay the premium of 78 rupees and 45 paise. I'm okay to let this premium go west if market does not close above 12,400. However, anything excuse me, anything above 12,400 is my profit, and it is unlimited profit. So if the if the market goes to say 12,900, 12,000, 13,000, all that is your profit. Okay. Now now if we look very closely in the options chain, now in the red box I have said that whole premium loss below the strike price 12,400, maximum loss is going to be 78.45. Now what do I mean by this? Now in your when you open the contract, you are basically saying that the market is going to be above 12,400. Now if the market doesn't go to 12,400, which means that you are going to lose, and which also means that you are going to lose the premium which you paid, that was 78.45. This is the maximum loss that you can incur in this kind of strategy. Now what happens when the market is ending? Now your break-even point is 12,478.45. Now what happens when, if the market closes between 12,400 and 12,478.45 point, which means that the market closes between the strike price that you have chosen and the break-even point. In that situation, what happens is that your break-even point means that anything below break-even point is always a loss for you, and below 12,400 is the hard loss. I mean, you won't get any premium back in return or something. Okay, but if the market closes between 14,000 and 12,000, if the market closes between 12,400 and 12,000 478.45. That is your break-even point. Now within that time span, you can actually recover a part of your premium. You can recover part of your premium which you had paid, because the market actually didn't cross the break-even point. Okay. Now let's study this more further. Now on the left hand side, I have chosen, of course, the below part we have seen that the in the green box, I am saying that unlimited real profit will always be above break even point. Now what break even point is that, like 71 rupees, 78 rupees and 45 paise is your cost that you have incurred. So that will add to your strike price. So your break-even point is above that your strike price. Okay, above the strike price by so premium strike price plus premium is equal to break-even point. Okay, so anything above the break-even point is the pure profit for you. Okay, now let's on the right hand side I have put one box. I'm just taking few points where if the market closes, how it is going to appear like. Okay, now at expiry, we are talking about expiry. So I assume that today you have purchased the contract for say 30th of Jan. So I'm talking about on 30th of Jan what is going to happen. Now if the market is trading at 12,390 on 30th Jan, then the buyer is going to lose all his premium, because his strike price was 12,400. Now even at 12,400, if the market closes at 12,400, the buyer will still lose his premium, that is 78.45. That's the maximum, right? Now assume that the market close at 12,430. Now this point is between the strike price and the break-even point. In this case, what happens is that the market buyer will recover some of his premium back. Now in this situation, what happens is market is trading at 12,430 and his strike price was 12,400. So he has made a 30 rupees profit. Okay, so he is going to get that 30 rupees back. Okay, and his loss is going to be the maximum premium that he had paid, that is 78 rupees and 45 paise minus 30 rupees that he has already got. So his actual loss is going to be 48 rupees 45 paise, which can also be shown here, that is break even point minus the market trading at. So that is the loss. So overall, if the market closes at 12,430, even though the market is above the strike price that the buyer has chosen, but it is still below the premium that he has already paid, so he is still going to make some loss. That loss is going to be 48 rupees and 45 paise. Now assuming that the market closes at 12,500. Now 12,500 meaning that he has won this particular contract and he is going to get the profit of 12,500, that is where the market closed, minus his strike price, that is 12,400. But he has paid some premium, that is 78 rupees and 45 paise. So his net profit is going to be only 21 rupees and 55 paise. Now assume that the market has really shot up and market has closed at 12,900. Now in that situation, what happens is the buyer's profit is going to be 12,900 minus the break-even point. Break-even point is 12,478 rupees and 45 paise. So his maximum profit is going to be 421 rupees and 55 paise. Now these are various scenarios. Now here actually on the upside, there is no limit, it's unlimited profit. So if the market goes at 14,000 or 13,000 or 15,000, he is going to make hell lot of profit. And he has just paid only 78 rupees as a premium in order to be able to get this advantage of the market going up. moving on to the next slide. Now, some points to remember when you are making this, opening a call buy contract. Now, you open this contract when you feel that the market is going to go up and above your chosen strike price, above your chosen strike price. This is really very important. Okay. Now, some people might choose 12,300 as the strike price if they are okay to take more risks or pay more premium actually. And some people might choose the option like 12,500 as a strike price. It's based on the trading behavior and your risk appetite. So just remember this one word which I have written in the blue is very important. Open this contract if you feel that the market is going to go up and above your chosen price. Now, in the call buy, you pay the premium when the contract is open. If at the expiry, your chosen strike price is out of the money, your chosen price is out of the money, meaning that the market did not reach 12,400 by expiry or at expiry, then you are going to lose all your premium. Your premium is going to be zero and you are going to lose all 78 rupees and 45 paise. But your maximum loss is the initial premium that you have paid, that is 78 rupees 45 paise in our example. Okay. Now, above the break-even point, that is 12,478 rupees dot 45 rupees. That is your break-even point. Above this, anything above this is going to be your pure profit. Okay. Now, you are basically king and you can execute the contract or walk away from it. Like we saw in the house example, you are a house buyer. Okay. Now, here you are a call buyer. Now, in the last slide, now here I have made an Excel file by myself. Now you can see the Excel file here on the as soon as I put the strike price as like 12,400, on the column A, market trading at column, the blue line, the 12,400 gets written there automatically, and the market is like, you know, minus 50, minus 50, minus 50, and below it is plus 50, plus 50. So that whole column gets automatically created. Now here on the right, on the C column, that is profit and loss in rupees, in this column if you notice that the loss, whatever we spoke in the earlier slide, so here I am just putting it in more pictorial form. So you should create this kind of file for yourself. The reason is that whenever you open any contract, you can just put the figures in this and just try to understand what the risk you are having and what the profit zone is going to look like, and you know, so you'll get a more better idea about what you are trying to go into. Okay. Now this is really a very simple this thing. The input, you only need two inputs here. The input is going to be strike price and the premium paid, and the break point you can calculate it by adding strike price plus premium whatever you have paid. And actually you can get this, I can share this file with you, I have no issues, or you can also find it on internet. There are like hundreds of files you can find out to download and see. But what I really suggest is that you should make this file by yourself. The reason is that once you make this file, then when you are struggling with the formulas, the Excel formulas, you are going to get your strategy, you know, very you know, how printed in your brain, and you'll have a very clear idea about this strategy, and it is going to help you in a really long run. So I really suggest that you should make this file by yourself, so that it will only increase your you know increase your knowledge regarding this strategy. Okay, so that's about it for this strategy. Thank you very much for your time, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I keep on uploading some free stuff there, and please visit my website www.theindianoptions.com for more details. Thank you very much, and you have a nice day. Bye bye.